Marami.
Marami din.
Ang dami din. Lalo na in the NBA.
Yeah.
But thank you again and happy weekend to you girls. And thank you to the big story. We've got NBA news, as Gretchen was asking, including the latest returns, by the way, for the All-Star Game fan votes, plus updates from tonight's matchups in the PBA Commissioner's Cup.
And it's Tamayo time in Korea as Gilas Pilipinas rising star Carl Tamayo sets a new scoring record for Pinoy imports in the KBL.
Galing ni Carl. I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Calao.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
The show by Mamoy leaves it. Victor Moves puts it on. Unbelievable. Gemma on the left side. Oh, the pass! Stuck in another one. Bakulas rejecting Espejo for the
Check, I think you'll agree with me on this one, and NBA fans, because all that Cleveland just does, the Cavaliers win, and win some more as they get their 12th victory in a row behind an explosive night from Darius Garland. The star point guard dropped a season-high 40 points to lead the Cavs to a 132-126 dub over the Toronto Raptors. Garland also dished out 9 assists here and had 2 steals. And to cap things off, he also hit a haymaker 3 to put the game out of reach with 39.6 seconds to go. The Cavs' Twin Towers also showed out once again. I believe they're all-stars. I really do. Jarrett Allen posted 18 markers, 15 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Meantime, Evan Mobley added 21 points, 11 boards, and 6 dives. The Cavs are now the best home team in the NBA, going 20-1 at the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. They're also tied for the 5th best record in league history through 37 games with a 33-4 win-loss slate. The Raptors, meanwhile, down to 8 victories against 30 defeats this season, despite 24 points from star Scotty Barnes against the Cavs. Here's Allen talking about the importance of keeping their winning streak alive and Garland's signature performance.
Obviously, we want to keep the streak going. You know, that's important. Just to prove that we can do it any time of day. You know, last night we really wanted to get that win, and tonight we just wanted to prove that we can do it no matter the fatigue level, no matter whatever it was. We didn't want any excuses to be out there. Just being honest with us. He was honest, said nobody's talking. He picked us up. You know, he told us the truth. We weren't playing defense how we were supposed to. We weren't moving the ball on offense, and he came up to us. He's like, told us we were not doing what Cavs basketball should be, and we turned it around.
Meantime, the Houston Rockets unleash their firepower to beat the Memphis Grizzlies and spoil the return of Ja Morant. The Rockets prevailed over the Grizz 119-115 in a showdown between 2 of the top teams in the West. Alper Sengun went off for Houston, scoring a game-high 32 points to go with 14 rebounds and 5 assists. Our kababayan, Jalen Green, dropped 27 markers on 52% shooting. Fred VanVleet had 22 points, including a clutch jumper to give the Rockets a 3-point cushion with 65 seconds left. Morant finished with 27 points in his return for the Grizz. The high-flying point guard had been out for 5 games due to a shoulder injury. The Rockets tightened their hold on the 2nd spot in the Western Conference as they improved to 25 wins and 12 losses. The Grizzlies are still on the chase, falling behind by just a game and a half. In 4 days, these 2 squads will meet once again. Memphis coach Taylor Jenkins appeared before the media disgruntled and itching for the rematch.
Taylor, for you, what went wrong today?
My decision at the end of the game. Calling timeout.
You've mentioned the turnovers a lot, and again, it was a test against a good team, and you had a lot of them. I guess, what do you attribute that to?
We got to improve. We play them in 4 days, so we got to learn pretty quick.
Taylor, the message to the team, I mean, obviously this is going to be a team you said you're going to see in another couple of days. What are the takeaways from this game?
We just got to be better. I got to be better.
going back to that last timeout, how do you, in a situation like that, how do you balance knowing what your team is capable of in a situation like that and making the decision to call a timeout instead of a play?
Yeah, I'll learn from it. I made a mistake.
Taylor, you talk up the back here, you talk about the turnovers needing to be better and improving on those. How do you actually go about making sure that happens in future games?
Work.
What kind of work does that include?
On court, film, everything.
Meantime, the Phoenix Suns outlast the highly dangerous Atlanta Hawks thanks to the Valley's Big Three finally showing up. The Hawks gave a tough fight, but the Suns were able to pull away late here for a 123-115 victory. Bradley Beal leading all scorers with 25 points on 11 for 16 shooting as he came off the bench yet again for Phoenix. Kevin Durant was on target as well, tallying 23 markers to go along with 2 rebounds and 7 assists. Devin Booker added 20 points and 12 dimes. The Hawks had 7 players scoring in double figures in a losing effort led by Trae Young's 21 markers. Phoenix gets its 17th win of the season out of 36 tries. Atlanta goes back down to 500 with 19 victories and as many defeats. In a post-game interview, Beal talked about the Valley's breakthrough victory.
First praise my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It's a collective effort. You know, we just got to do it defensively. Realize that's the only way we're going to win. We get our mojo back. Let's do it on the defensive end. So that's a tough team. They just came off a really good win against Utah. So you know, we had to come in and make sure we calm it down a little bit. But you know, it's a tough team. They gave us a good run.
With that collective team effort, 25 points for you, 7 rebounds as well. How are you looking to get the guys going out there?
Just playing my game. Just having fun doing that. That's it.
Grayson Allen and also Ryan Dunn talked today about the Suns getting back to just playing with that joy out there, having fun, smiling. What did you feel out there with this group?
100%. You know, I think we're at our best when we're doing that. You know, when we're having fun, bodies moving, balls moving, playing good defense. That's when the Suns are at their best. So hopefully we can keep that mojo going.
4 more NBA games took place today. Here are the results. The Minnesota Timberwolves overpowered the depleted Orlando Magic 104-89 for their 3rd straight victory. Buddy Hield and Steph Curry tandem for the Golden State Warriors as they hold off the Detroit Pistons 107-104. A late 16-0 run saves the Dallas Mavericks against the Portland Trailblazers 117-111 for back-to-back wins. And lastly, Tyler Hero and Jaime Jaquez lead the Miami Heat to a 97-92 victory over the Utah Jazz. The Los Angeles Lakers were supposed to host the Charlotte Hornets today, but the NBA postponed this game amid several massive wildfires razing the greater LA area.
Well, bad news for the struggling Philadelphia 76ers because it is official. Promising rookie Jared McCain will be missing the rest of the season. This development comes after his left knee surgery on a torn meniscus last December 17, 2024. Before the injury, though, the 20-year-old guard has been tearing it up for the Sixers, averaging 15.3 points in 23 games played. He scored 20 or more 8 times this season and was named Rookie of the Month for November. Philly's 2024 first-round pick was just an instant fan favorite for his exciting style of play and viral TikTok videos. Last year, McCain went on social media to acknowledge his Asian roots, particularly, in his own words, 10% Filipino heritage.
The second fan returns of the 2025 NBA All-Star Game are here.
Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and the Joker, Nikola Jokic, continue to lead their respective conferences in the vote count. The Greek Freak leads everybody with more than 2.7 million votes, as you can see right now. Then he's followed by Jason Tatum of the defending champs, the Boston Celtics, in the top 5 for the East front court with more than 2.2 million votes. Then big man, New York's Karl Anthony Towns is 3rd in the voting so far with 1.8 million. Orlando star Paolo Banchero and Boston's other J, Jaylen Brown, complete the top 5. Among East guards, Charlotte Hornets showman LaMelo Ball continues to lead with close to 1.5 million votes. Donovan Mitchell of the league leading Cleveland Cavaliers is second at 1.1 million. Then you can see Damian Lillard at 3, Jalen Brunson at 4, and leading assist man Trae Young round out the top 5.
It's basically the same group of guys in the West too, as the reigning MVP Jokic has already received more than 2.2 million votes to lead the front court. Behind him are OGs Kevin Durant and LeBron James, who are both close to breaching the 2 million vote mark. Victor Wembanyama has overtaken Anthony Davis for the 4th spot. The Thunder's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander continues to lead the West guards with more than 1.8 million votes. Steph Curry and Luka Doncic are behind him, both with more than 1.3 million votes, while Luka's backcourt buddy Kyrie Irving, Anthony Edwards, and James Harden complete the 5. Fans account for 50% of the vote to decide the All-Star starters. The other half will be shared by NBA players and a select media panel. The next fan vote update will be on January 16th. Coming up, Gilas stalwart Carl Tamayo sets a new career high in the Korean Basketball League. That story and more when play-by-play returns.
Welcome back to Play-by-Play only here on One News. Carl Tamayo has once again proven his mettle in the Korean Basketball League as the Filipino import for the Changwon LG Sakers scored a career-high 37 points in their match against the Seoul Samsung Thunders. Tamayo showcased near-perfect accuracy, sinking an astounding 15 of 15 on 2-point attempts and finishing with an overall shooting percentage of 17 of 19. Gosh, that's 89%. Unfortunately, the Sakers, though, lost a tightly contested match, 88-92. Nonetheless, this is still a remarkable performance, not only marked for a personal milestone for Tamayo, but also puts his name in the record books. The 23-year-old forward surpassed a previous career high for a Filipino import in the KBL, set just last week by SJ Belangel with 36 points. Additionally, Tamayo's 37-point explosion ties Matthew Wright's record in the Japan B-League for the most points scored by a Filipino player in an international league. Congratulations to Carl.
Speaking of the Seoul Samsung Thunders, their Pinoy import Justin Gutang is heading to the KBL All-Star Game. The team says Gutang will join the party as a substitute. He's one of 2 replacements tapped following injuries to Choi Jun-young and Song Kyo-chang. The former Benilde guard is averaging close to 9 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1.1 steals per game for Seoul. The Thunders are 9-17 in the ongoing season of the 10-team league. Gutang is not the only Pinoy baller in the All-Star Game, as SJ Belangel and Ethan Alvano will also take part. The KBL All-Star Game will happen on January 19th at the Busan Sajik Gymnasium.
Happy for Justin. He's doing so well in Korea. Meanwhile, Let's head back here at home in the PBA. Magnolia Hotshots returned to the win column after holding off the Terra Firma Jeep in the Commissioner's Cup. The game was close, well, for the most part, with Magnolia leading by just 3 points after Terra Firma import Brandon Edwards hit a 3 with just over a minute left. The Jeep had opportunities to get closer from that point, but were not successful. Then, with under 30 ticks to go, Hotshots import Ricardo Ratliff iced the game with a basket underneath. Final score 89-84. Ratliff top scored for Magnolia with 32 points to go along with 14 rebounds. Save Lucero was named player of the game with 17 markers, including a perfect 12 for 12 from the free throw line. He also grabbed 6 boards. Veteran Stanley Pringle carried Terra Firma with 22 points in a losing cause. The loss spoils Terrence Romeo's debut for the Jeep. Romeo, well, finally saw action for the team after missing the last few games since getting traded there in the offseason. As you can see, hitting jump shots like TR does. And Magnolia claims its 3rd win in 8 games, while Terra Firma continues to struggle, dropping to 0-9. Here, Lucero and Magnolia head coach Chito Victolero talking about playing this game with their backs against the wall.
I think they played well. For the last 3 games, they played well. I told the players that, you know, this is it's a matter of who wants it more, because also they are backs against the wall, do or die situation also for Terra Firma. And it's another grinding game for us. Siguro, dyan na kami. Yan na yung tema ng mga games namin. Always close game. So this time we close out game. This time we execute well. We are disciplined down the stretch. We find the right guy in the last few seconds of the game. I think credit to the players, because there is pressure, but they always there to execute on both ends of the floor.
I don't think we needed any more fuel. You know, everyone can see how our games have turned out. So Christmas was Christmas, but we've lost a lot of tough ones. So it's kind of just, we got to win games. So no more fuel than that. Either we win or we go home, pretty much. So.
Meantime, the Meralco Bolts are eager to get back on track as they face the NLEX Road Warriors in the PBA Commissioner's Cup. Meralco took command early in the game behind the efforts of import Akil Mitchell. They led by as many as 9 points in the second quarter, 45-36. But the Road Warriors managed to counter that with a mini run of their own to cut the deficit to 5 points at the half, 54-49. In the third frame, NLEX managed to tie the game multiple times but failed to take the lead. The quarter finished with Meralco still ahead 77-70. It's currently the 4th quarter of the game.
A full weekend of games on tap for the PBA Commissioner's Cup. Action will take place at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium tomorrow, January 11th. Take a look at your screens right now. First up will be 2 of the hottest teams in the league as they collide as the emerging dark horse, the Converge Fiber Xers, take on the battle-tested TNT Tropang Giga. The 6-2 Fiber Xers are currently on a 4-game winning run and are looking to continue their hot streak from last year. But the Tropang Giga are also surging as they started the year by beating the Meralco Bolts for their 3rd win in a row. Then at 7:30 p.m., another streaking team, the Rain or Shine, Elasto Painters, will go for its 6th straight victory as they face the struggling Phoenix Fuel Masters. A win for the E-Painters here will move them one step closer to securing a playoff spot and possibly a twice-to-beat advantage. On the other hand, the Fuel Masters look to keep their playoff hopes alive with an upset win. The PBA will move to the Inares Center in Antipolo for another doubleheader come Sunday, January 12th. The Barangay Ginebra San Miguel will try to bounce back when they take on the Blackwater Bossing at 5 p.m. The Gin Kings are coming off a close loss to the league-leading Northport Batang Pier, while the Bossing hope to end their 3-game losing skid. Then lastly, at 7:30 p.m., what a game, the Magnolia Hotshots and the San Miguel Bearmen will go toe-to-toe The Hot Shots are fresh off their win against the Terra Firma Jeep earlier today, while the Beermen have lost 2 in a row. And you can also catch the games live on PBA Rush, RPTV, and the Pilipinas Live app. When we return, we got the best plays from your favorite hoopers on tonight's highlight reel. Woo! What a move by Save. Jared Allen there. All that and more coming your way when play-by-play returns only here on One News.
Welcome back. You're watching Play-by-Play on One News. Not even home field advantage could save Kaya FC Iloilo as they remain winless in the 2024-2025 ASEAN Club Championships. Kaya suffered a 2-1 defeat against Vietnam's Công An Hanoi yesterday at the Rizal Memorial Stadium. Levando opened the scoring for Công An Hanoi with a curling strike from the left flank in the 16th minute. The Philippine side faced more trouble when Marco Casambre's own goal in the 28th minute gave the visitors a 2-0 advantage. Kaya's Mark Swainston managed to pull one back in the 54th minute, but it wasn't enough to turn the tide. This marks Kaya's 3rd consecutive loss in the tournament and their first home match defeat of the campaign. Their next match will be against Borneo FC Samarinda on January 23rd.
We've got the PBA and the NBA in tonight's highlight reel. It is a Friday. Expect a good one here before we head on to the weekend. Let's start off with Magnolia versus Terra Firma earlier today. Save Lucero. We'll hand it off to Mark Barroca. Good 2-man game and the reverse. Woo! Brandon Edwards could not do anything there on a defensive end. What a move by Lucero. Take a look again. Good pocket pass by the vet, Barroca, and then the reverse. Woo! By Save Lucero. He was, of course, the best player of that game. 17 points, including perfect 12 of 12 from the free throw stripe, along with 6 boards. As we mentioned earlier, Magnolia beats Terra Firma here, 89-84. On to the next one. How about NLEX Meralco? Let's take a look at this play. Alas, off to Watkins. And then drives to the middle. Brandon Bates. Too late on the recovery. What a move by NLEX's import there. Take a look at that play again. Wow. What a slam. Banquero could not do anything. He tried to poke from behind to no avail. Watkins double-double ready at the half with 24 points, 11 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Currently, it's already in the 4th quarter, and Meralco still holds the lead over NLEX. Let's go to the NBA now. Take a look at this play. Grady Dick, bad pass stolen away by Jared Allen, going coast to coast for the reverse. Look at Jakob Pertl, could not do anything. The usually low-key Allen choosing to be fancy this time. He's just usually basic, you know, a little bit Tim Duncan-esque. But here, Flash is there, 6'9" center showing off his athleticism. And he finished with 18 points, 15 boards, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Cavs win, as we mentioned, 12 in a row, beating the Raptors 132-126. We saw Trae Young the other day. That was a great play from the across half court. This time, take a look at some magic by Ice Trae. Whoop! And then the lob to big man Clint Capella. A la Rajon Rondo there with behind-the-back pass fake. Boom! And then the lob right away to his big man. And Plumlee could not do anything there. Young finished with 21 points, 7 assists. Capella, on the other hand, had 10 points and 11 rebounds, double-double. But the Hawks unfortunately fall to the Suns, as we've mentioned, 123 to 115 as the big three of Booker, Durant, and Beal finally clicking in this one. Finally, Ant-Man. Another poster for Anthony Edwards, and then the stare, the swag, the push from behind by Mike Conley. Man, this guy, when they compare him to Michael Jordan, I think he does justice, especially in the earlier years where MJ was showing off athleticism and just posterizing people against Anthony Black. And look at that play again by Ant-Man. Woo! He finished with 21 points as the Wolves beat the Magic here 104-89. Boom!
It's just really funny how guys show like affection or something.
After? Eto?
Kasi
No.
nakadunk na nga, tinulak ka pa. So,
Oo. Minsan nga binabatukan pa eh. Minsan binabatukan pa nga, di ba?
ginalingan mo na nga, tinulak ka pa na dito.
Oo, ayan. Tingnan mo si Conley, tutulak. Parang, tingnan mo, nakadakdak na nga, tinulak pa yung kakampi. So I'm assuming ito favorite mo.
Yeah,
Ito, okay. Dahil doon sa
Dahil lang
nangyari.
doon.
Yun, okay.
Nagya, good job. Stulak.
Buti hindi binatukan eh. Ito, gusto ko itong news mo to. I'm just so happy.
All right, well, of course, before we go, love is in the air as volleyball star EJ Laure and former child actor Bugoy Carino announced their wedding date. The couple are set to tie the knot this March. They made their big announcement in style, sharing stunning pre-wedding photos that celebrate their unique journey. The photos show Laure wearing a wedding veil and dress in a volleyball-themed shoot, complete with a court backdrop. Their upcoming wedding comes over a year after Carino proposed to Laure during his birthday celebration in 2023. Congratulations to the happy couple!
You know, it's funny. I've known Bugoy since he was just a little kid in the old morning show and the other network that I was in. He was always there. He's just a little kid. And then when I'd see him at games, meeting EJ, tapos, of course, their daughter, so cute, so big now, si Scarlett. I'm just so happy for them, for the Laure family.
Congratulations once
Pati ang
again.
cute, no, nung ano nila, yung
Volleyball.
Oh, volleyball. Pati may nauna na naman sa akin kinasal.
Kaninong kasalanan?
May nauna na naman. Nauna ka pa, Bugoy. Pati EJ, congratulations to the Laure family, of course, and also to Bugoy and his family. That's all from us tonight and the whole week, but you can catch us again on Monday at 9 p.m. for a play-by-play of the day's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News, that's Signal TV, Channel 8 on SD, and Channel 250 on HD. And we are also available on Signal Play and Filipinas Live.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Liton Carlo. Thank you for watching. Happy weekend, everyone.
See you.